goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day. All right, today's word of the day is edge. Edge stands for the outside limit of an object, area, or surface, a place, or part furthest away from the center of something. And I chose this one today because one thing, thinking outside the box, being an entrepreneur, being an artist on any level, whether it's music, whether it's you actually painting art, creating NFTs, non-fungible tokens, you making music on all levels, from singing to rapping to being a producer, being an independent contractor. There's a certain level of risk involved outside of just having a regular job. There's risk involved in anything you do in this life. Don't get me wrong. Even when you're a billionaire, you're still living on the edge with risk. And most people don't realize that, because a lot of people figure, hey, if I became a millionaire or a billionaire or a trillionaire, I wouldn't have no cares or worries in the world, even if I have a healthy, clean bill of health and things of that nature, and my mind state is great. But you're still living on the edge regardless of the situation, because at any moment your fortunes, your mindset, your health could be taken away from you. Your life could be taken away from you. Your way of life can be taken away from you. There's been a multitude of rich people, or people who hit it big by pure luck, by gambling, or just by working hard, and still have everything taken away from them because they felt like they were in the safe zone, and therefore they lost their edge to continuously live life on the edge and take risks. And to be intelligent enough to know that they need to still learn something new every freaking day, because you're always surrounded by sharks on all levels in life. Even Elon Musk to Damon Johns to Robert F. Smith to Bob Johnson to Mark Cuban to the millionaires and the billionaires of the world, they know that their lifestyle could be trampled in a minute. Now, does that mean they need to still conquer the world the way that they did back when they were dead broke? Not necessarily. However, they still have to be able to stay on edge and ensure that they stay sharp and stay up to what's happening in today's world, in order for them to not fall off and fall to the wayside, because that's a very easy way. There was a time frame where working people could do that, but that is no longer true, because the days of being a factory worker, the days of the pensions and all that is gone. So workers have to be more strategic in regards to how they earn their money, save their money, and invest their money. It's just very that simple. Just like rich people are always strategic in figuring out different ways for how they can earn the money, save the money, but most of the time invest their money. Because most rich people look at money as a merry-go-round. It's not something they're supposed to keep. They know that it's going to lose value sitting in a bank, so they immediately have to put it out there into the world for it to work for them, like an employee. Because believe it or not, money, a dollar, cents, dollars, it's employees. Like cryptocurrency, it's your employee. Or a lot of times it makes you you become the employee of the money, because you just work for it and you never have it work for you. And that's the one thing that people don't realize. You have to find a way to have money work for you. It's very easy for you to constantly work for it, but for you and to save it and spend it. But then you put yourself in a position where you're going to have a longer life of you constantly working for the money and not vice versa. You know what I mean? So that's just one thing to take into consideration and to keep in mind. You know what I mean, family? Because the best money move to me is when you can as the Buy the Hood guys would say, own your own time and space, be able to live where you want to live, be able to live how you want to live, and live on your terms and not everyone else's terms and whatnot. You know what I mean? Because that's the best way for JOB to take heed on you with the just over broke mindset, because you just basically allow somebody to direct where your life is going to go, just so you can get a nice comfortable paycheck and nothing else. But anyways, I digress. Today's quote of the day is by Patrick Overton, who is an American author, poet, speaker, and educator. Patrick stated, "When you walk to the edge of all the light you have and take the first step into the darkness of the unknown, you must believe that one of the two things will happen. There will be something solid for you to stand upon, or you will be taught how to fly. There will be something solid for you to stand upon, or you will be taught how to fly." And it's very simple to think about that because it's, you know, hey, I'm a frame of a bird right now, and the best way for birds to know how to fly is the you know, the mama bird kicks the baby bird out of the nest and whatnot. You know, like, hey, you either die or you fly, but you're gonna learn how to fly. You're not just gonna sit in this nest and I'm out here flying, doing all the work and giving you the money and whatnot. It's just like when, you know, parents work to when parents, you know, tell the kids, hey, you gotta leave the house by this age and whatnot. Now with me, I don't necessarily agree with that all the time because I've seen how much wealth, obviously it depends on the child and whatnot. Not everybody's the same, but I've seen a lot of wealth created because of people having a mindset of what people do in the third world and whatnot. Instead of kicking you out of the house by the age of 18, well, why don't you stay in the house, get a job, go to school, then you can contribute financially, so that cuts the burden financially for the parent, not just having the kid out in the world, and then it helps the child be able to save money. Hopefully the child's been taught to invest money, and then when they get to a certain age, having a job could possibly become an option and not a must. And then when they decide to leave the nest, they leave the nest with more money in their pocket, more money working for them, hopefully via a 401k, via business, via real estate, via insurance policies, via individual retirement accounts and cryptocurrencies and various other sources of income and assets and things of that nature. But they'll be able to have a head start and whatnot. And that's the thing. That's why I say get out of the mindset of the old fashioned American tradition. That was once true when everybody was either joining the military or everybody who graduated from college had a guaranteed job regardless of what the major was in, and they were getting good pay and, you know, good benefits and guaranteed pensions and things of that nature. That model worked back then, not necessarily works right now. You know, so a lot of times being independent can be overrated because when to me being independent is a beautiful thing, but being independent is 10 times better when you got more money in your bank account, when you got more money working for you from an asset perspective, when you have a business to fall back or businesses to fall back on and other skill sets to fall back on. So you're not always, when it comes to you having a job, you're not always put in the just over broke category and dependent on the job. The job becomes an option and not a must. All right. But anyways, on that note, family, do the great 3 free things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. If you're a crypto investor, stock market investor, individual retirement account investor, bond investor, think about joining with WEBULL, Stash, Acorns, Crypto.com, Coinbase, all that good stuff. You'll be able to get up to $900 worth of free stock with WEBULL. Be able to get up to $20, $30 with the other platforms that we'll say in the description. All the link is in the description. And don't forget to check out the online store, support your local entrepreneur. And thank you for the cash apps at Larry's Anything Goes. And thank you for the PayPals at Larry's Anything Goes, LLC. Larry's Anything Goes, LLC, and the cash app as well. It's always greatly appreciated. On that note, family, as I always say, make money moves or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care. Mike, now.